for the Guitar Effect. My name's Rob. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at this. This is the Queen of Tone from NUX. It's a really quite amazing dual overdrive pedal. So the reason I'm making this video is I work with NUX on some stuff. I demoed some stuff that they sent out to me, and recently I needed a new overdrive pedal for a new pedal board that I was building, and there's a specific function that this series of pedals has from NUX, which is it has a remote switching jack. And that's what I wanted this for. And also I wanted a Bluesbreaker and a Klon, which is what this is. So this will be a fairly short intro because it's actually quite a simple yet very well featured pedal. What this is, it's on one side here, it's a Bluesbreaker, and on the other side it's a kind of a Klon type of thing. Specifically the Morningstar and the Horseman are the two NUX pedals that are built into this one enclosure. It has an input and an output, and then it has this external switching jack, which I'll speak about in a minute, and then it has these two really interesting functions. Actually, I don't know what the BF and TS is. I should have researched that beforehand. I'll learn what it is and I'll stick it in the description now. And then it also has this thing where it has a normal mode or it has an input buffer mode. The input buffer mode basically boosts your signal going out of it by a certain amount of dB, which kind of brings everything to life a little bit. But for me, in the few different situations I've tried it in, it also adds noise. So I run it in the normal mode, but it's a cool feature to have if you want to just have an overall boost whenever the pedal's plugged in, whether it's turned on or not. But what's really amazing about this is really this is 4 pedals in one, because on both sides, if you hold the foot switch, the Klon and the Bluesbreaker both change into a different mode. On the Klon side, it goes from the gold Klon, which is lower gain, less high end, to the silver mode, which is higher gain and more high end. And on the shine side, it just adds sparkle to the blues driver side of things, which can be really useful with a darker guitar, because blues drivers are very, very sort of round sounding. By the way, if I sound very out of breath and I look a bit peaky, it's because I'm really ill at the moment, but I didn't want to miss a week making a video, so apologies. So it runs on 9 volts standard power supply, which is also great because it means you're effectively getting 2 pedals with 1 power supply off your power supply unit, whatever that may be. And what I love about this is this external switch. Right, so I bought this because I run a Boss ES8. I'll stick my pedal board up on screen that I'm talking about now. So here you go. As you can see, the Ace, or the Queen of Tone, I keep calling it the Ace of Tone. The Queen of Tone is on there. By the way, I think the Ace of Tone is a tube screamer and a Klon, and this is a Bluesbreaker and a Klon. I wanted a pedal that did uncolored breakup and then a mid-boosted breakup. But what's amazing about this is the external switch allows me to put this in one loop. So whereas if I had a Klon pedal and a Bluesbreaker pedal and I had them separate, it would take up 2 loops off the 8 that I have on my loop switcher. But I can put this in one loop and then use a remote switching jack from the ES8 to switch between either the Klon or the Bluesbreaker, or both, right? So it effectively gives me 3 different sounds in one effects loop, which is absolutely fantastic. And that's because of this external switch, which in the vast majority of situations, if you were using this on a board, unless you wanted to like put it up the back of your board and then have a switch to control it at the front for some reason, you could do that. But where it really comes into its own is when you're using a loop switcher system, which I do. To explain the controls, and by the way, yeah, that's why I wanted this pedal, why I reached out to NUX, and by the way, NUX sent me this for free. Not paying me to make this demo, but I will say that I had a specific use case for this in mind, and it absolutely nails what I wanted to do, which is a sort of mid-pushed sticking out of the mix boost / overdrive, and then a passed clean sound. So I'll just explain the controls really quickly. You have gain, treble and volume, and then you have tone, drive and level, right? And basically level is level on both, gain is gain on both, and really treble is kind of adjusting a tone frequency, and tone does the same. They kind of do the same thing, just labeled differently. And then there's a switch to go either Bluesbreaker, Klon, or Klon, Bluesbreaker in terms of order, which does change the sound of it. So with that in mind, here's the sounds that are available from the Ace of Tone, the Queen of Tone. Okay, so to demo the Ace of Tone, I'm playing this Bernie Les Paul. It's like a 50s style Les Paul with P90s, like a Les Paul standard kind of thing, but with P90s. Out of the guitar, into the Queen of Tone, out of the Queen of Tone, into the 2 notes revolt. I'm going to play on the clean channel and the dirty channel. 2 notes revolt is like a 3-channel all tube preamp with a XLR output, and the XLR output, which is like an analog cab sim on it, is going into my Focusrite Scarlett interface, right? So here is bridge pickup, clean sound on the Les Paul through the clean channel of the Revolt. Okay, and here's the dirty channel of Revolt. Okay, so neck pickup. So it's quite a bright sounding guitar. Okay, so starting with the, let's be careful with this, with the Bluesbreaker side. So what I have set at the moment, I have the level at like 2/3, the tone just past noon, and the drive at 2/3. So it gives like a round sort of sounding, slightly dirty tone. Tune, give me one sec. Yeah, so as you can see, it works really, really nicely with a neck pickup sound to kind of fatten it up for a rhythm tone. It's a Bluesbreaker kind of thing. So I can bring the drive back, pretty much get a clean tone. When I dig in, tiny little bit. Or I can push the drive quite high. Bring the level back. So what I really like this side of the pedal like this for is like a mellow neck pickup sound. Does that particularly well. Same thing in the middle position. Almost like that open cowboy chord strumming thing, and then on the bridge pickup. Really nice. Gives like a really nice breakup. And then I can make that darker by winding the tone, or indeed brighter by winding the tone in. Also gets kind of at least perceived a little bit louder. Absolutely fantastic pedal. Okay, going back to the neck sound, right? If I find that's too bassy, I can hit this switch and hold it down and turn it into the shine mode, where it drops off a bit of bass and it makes it a bit brighter. Which is great for a neck pickup rhythm thing like that. But I think when you go onto the bridge, it gets a bit bright. Whereas without the shine on, it's much better. But all in all, the Bluesbreaker side, really brilliant for a like slightly dirty kind of tone. Really, it could be the best pedal I've come across on a neck pickup for doing that kind of thing. Probably with the shine on a neck pickup. Or indeed for like bright sounding lead stuff. Or if you want a more mellow lead sound. Great sounding pedal. Okay, so moving on to the Klon side then. Side, I say they are. Great sound. Get that mid thing that you get with a Klon kind of pedal, but it's not the tube screamer thing. It's, for me, it's kind of a higher mid, and there's not the bass drop. For that kind of classic rock pass clean thing, it's got much more aggression and weight to it than the Bluesbreaker. That's the Klon, this is the Bluesbreaker. Less MIDI, more MIDI. Also a little bit louder, and it's going to bring it back a bit. Really, really great sounding pedal. And then on the neck pickup for sort of full sounding bluesy lead kind of things. The top end's really still there. Where is it? Dynamic range, like, you know, if I can go pretty much clean, or I can go, it's very, that's the neck, here's the middle. Can't go wrong with a Klon style pedal, you know, they're just so useful. So what I would use this for is for when I want to have a push clean sound that has a bit of mid to it that I want to cut through the mix. So for example, there's this one song in my band set that does this kind of fat, kind of clean sounding thing. It sounds like this. So without the pedal on, bringing this in, brings in just loads of mid character. And when I want to go into the picked chorus part, as opposed to the Bluesbreaker side, which is lovely but doesn't have the mid. That's going to cut through the mix more. So, and then obviously I can hold this down, get the silver mode, and I get more gain. And a bit more top end. So useful to have. So then the last thing I'm going to show is you press both, you get a really nice lead tone. Really lovely lead tone. Pair that with like all the different routing options, the fact that it has a remote switch and then it has that buffer thing that I was talking about. That's a really, really, really useful pedal. So there you go, the Queen of Tone from NUX, a really, really brilliant like boost slash overdrive pedal with a lot of different flavors and options available, especially with those two kind of hidden modes. So yeah, on a loop switching board, this is a brilliant solution, and thank you so much to the NUX for sending it out. It's fulfilling the need I needed perfectly. So any questions, throw them in the comment section down below. It's also a really pretty pedal, I think, by the way. I should have said that. Really like the knobs and the powder coating finish, and the graphics and stuff are really nice. Any questions, throw them in the comment section down below, and I'll be happy to answer them. That's it. Please like and subscribe if you've gotten this far. If you have done, and you know, it helps the channel out massively, so I'd really appreciate it. And yeah, I'll see you in another video again soon. Take it easy. Bye bye.